Welcome to the follow-up video to A Better World. So, we've just watched the video A Better World, and so we know all about Barty's adventures, and we got to see a lot of past perfect. So now we're just going to do a few fun exercises to practice and reinforce our understanding of the past perfect. Here we see the events at the very beginning of the story. The events are in random order. What you need to do here is put these events in chronological order. Chronological order means the events in a story are in the order they happened in time. We can use the timelines that appear on the images and appeared in the video to help us put these in chronological order. Now, pause the video and look over the events. Put them in chronological order. In other words, in the order in which they happened in time. Write down your answers and then we'll check them. Here is the correct chronological order. You should have D, F, B, A, C, H, E, and G. Now tell the story out loud to yourself. What tense will you need? Because you're telling the story in chronological order, the tense you'll need is the past simple. Pause the video and tell the story to yourself using the past simple. Here's the solution. Say it along with me. Barty woke up. Barty had breakfast. Barty brushed his teeth. Barty got dressed. Barty combed his hair. Barty was ready for school. There was a knock at the door. An elf appeared. Great job! You've told the story of Barty Bartleby's morning. But we know that the way the story is told in the video is different. The chronological order and the order of narration are not the same in the video. In the previous exercise, we put the events in chronological order. Now we're going to put them in the order of narration. That means the order in which they appear in the story, not in time. If you need to, watch A Better World again for help remembering the order of narration. Pause this video and write your answers down. Here is the solution. These are the events in the order of narration. D, H, F, B, A, C, E, and G. Now let's tell the story in this order of narration. The first event in this order of narration happened at 6 a.m. So this is the starting time or the opening time of our story. And as the opening event, it is in the past simple. Barty woke up. The next event happened at 8 a.m. This is later than the opening time of the story. So, what tense do we need? That's right. We need the past simple. Barty was ready for school. Now let's take a moment to look at this diagram. Here we see Barty woke up at 6 a.m. and 2 hours later, Barty was ready for school at 8 a.m. We are moving forward in time, so both sentences are in the past simple. Our next sentence is letter F. Now we're jumping back in time, back to 6:30. So what tense do we need? Let's look at this diagram again. As we know, we are now jumping back in time to 6:30 a.m. And when we jump back in time, we use the past perfect. And here we see it, the past perfect. So let's put sentence F into the past perfect. Barty had had breakfast. The next event happened at 7:15. And 7:15 is before 8 a.m., so we use the past perfect again. Barty had brushed his teeth. And the next event happened at 7:30, and 7:30 is also before 8 a.m., so we use the past perfect again. Barty had gotten dressed. The next event happened at 7:45, which is also before 8 a.m., so we use the past perfect again. Barty had combed his hair. Okay, so let's see how this all looks on our diagram. When we're moving forward in time, we have the past simple. Then we jump back in time, and we have the past perfect. These events are all in the past perfect because they all happened before 8 a.m. And now, what is the next event? It's a knock at the door. And what time did this happen? 8:01. 8:01 is after 8 a.m. So what tense do we need? The past simple. Oh, look, it's our diagram again. And there is 8:01 a.m. and it is after 8 a.m. So our sentence is in the past simple. So here it is. There was a knock at the door, and there is the verb to be in the past simple form, was. So let's put sentence E in the past simple. And there it is. There was a knock at the door. And with this sentence, we are no longer describing the events before Barty was ready for school at 8 a.m. Instead, we're now moving forward in time. Our final event in this series happened at 8:02, so we're still moving forward in time. That means we're going to use the past simple. So our sentence is, an elf appeared. And as we tell this story, we'll keep using the past simple until we jump back in time again. And then we'll use the past perfect. Now it's time for a break. See you in part 2 of the follow-up video to A Better World. We'll do lots and lots of practice.